Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I hope you guys are doing good and everyone's fine at their place. Schools have started, education is going in a roll now, mashallah. I'm happy to see that, people are getting into this change. They're developing new things, they're developing different SOPs. Universities are opening, universities are starting their semesters. So it's like a crazy thing going on in the education sector, if you ask me. Because especially being a teacher, we're crazy busy till 4 o'clock because it's like parents coming in, going in, queries, numbers, callings. It's like a big, what should I say, bazaar that started. Um, in our show, Reimagining Education, we talk about how we have developed and changed education and what are the new developments that we are bringing forward. I have had a number of guests with me and they have shared number of content with you that has made other people take benefit from it. Some have even started their own careers in online education after the COVID situation. Our basic idea was behind this to help people understand that education is a very bright future and people can develop in it. I have one esteemed guest with me, like all the times, Miss Aiysha Zeeshan. Miss Aiysha Zeeshan is the principal at DHA Early Learning Center. She caters to pre-nursery till grade 8 students. Working as experience of over 20 years, she has worked as a program manager at Civitas, assistant administrator at Frobel Nursery. She has been an ex-Josephian, a DCW alumnus. She has graduated from Karachi University and she holds a diploma in arts from Studio Art. She has attended a number of workshops, including some of them by Basistan and Al Khan. So, ma'am, how are you? I see you, and you look at like a big example of how leadership is. You guys always are up on learning and enhancing yourself. So, how's everything going at your side?
First of all, I would like to thank you, Sundis, for inviting me for this live session. And it's a special day for teachers. Do you know that? It's the 5th of
Yes.
October and it's Teachers' Day. So I'm honored. And I would like to thank all the teachers all over the world who've been working hard, especially during this pandemic, and how they've been coping up with the online classes as well as taking classes now that schools have started. So hats off to them and they really rock.
Indeed, I would definitely say I'm so
Yeah.
sorry that I didn't say this first. That hats off to all the teachers who have been working and now they've come back and they're working with the same zeal because the working hours have extended. The
Yes.
classes are a total different scenario for us. So it's a complete
Agree.
change all over. Ma'am,
Yes.
especially talking about early learning center because mashallah it has been maybe making moves. DHA
Yeah.
has always made up a mark in terms
Hmm.
of its studies, in terms of its curriculum, in terms of student body. I'm also a person who did their early years from DHA, so I know that it's a very strong foundation. Early Learning Center has a different and a modernized version. I
Yeah.
want you to talk about that because
Okay.
usually DCW is known as for its conventional and very straight going words and name or should I say patterns, but
Hmm.
ELC is something different.
ELC is actually a separate thing. It's not connected directly with DHA. It's in collaboration with DHA. And Early Learning
Oh,
Center is a private entity in collaboration with DHA. And the curriculum and everything which we follow is basically all the Oxford books and the Cambridge system. But we have a different method like activity-based teaching, which is slightly different from all the DHA other schools. That's how we differentiate ourselves. And it's a private entity. And DHA initially was only kindergarten, but now, mashallah, after like 17 years, Early Learning Center is till grade 8. So we've been moving on, and hopefully we'll go up till O levels, inshallah, as well. And the best part about Early Learning Center, what I personally like is that we give every child priority, no matter what the background the child is coming from, and no matter how the family is, how the child is, we try to treat them equally in all aspects. So that's the best thing about Early Learning Center. And Early Learning Center also emphasizes on extracurricular activities, especially outdoor activities, which we cannot do unfortunately right now. But we have a pool in our premises, so we encourage swimming, and we encourage children to play football and volleyball, tennis, badminton, all these outdoor games which we used to play in our times in our school when we had huge grounds. So that's all about early learning center.
That's excellent because I would say that one has to understand the importance of co-curricular activities, especially when it comes to a child's development. It's not only school. School is a second home for a student. They
Exactly.
actually develop themselves. If you don't develop well in a school, that's why they say that always the foundation should be very strong, so that the
Exactly.
building can go on very well. Uh,
Exactly.
I learned my swimming classes as well from DHA. I am actually, I even have earned medals from DHA because of, the swimming classes that we had. It
Oh,
was such
that's
an amazing
awesome.
opportunity because, मैंने देखा है बस जब हम लोग बच्चों को वो confidence देते हैं ना to go forward or to develop themselves in terms of not only their curriculum or their grades in their co-curriculars. Some students shine so well. I have seen
Exactly.
scholarships that go for sports, for different things, and people actually score them and they get on better universities. Talking about your perspective over education, because you are in the leadership, management, so you deal with all sorts of situations. How has it been now opening the school after COVID? What are the problems and challenges?
It's been very difficult. It is very, very difficult. I wouldn't say just parents, it's generally people do not understand that the teacher is now not working only from 8 to 2. She is working 24 hours. And it's a new thing for everyone. It's not just for children, or it's not just for me as a leader, or it's not just for parents. It's for all of us, something which we've never done before. We've never faced this crisis ever in our lives, right? So, online teaching, especially in our country, when we have got these major breakdowns of Wi-Fi's and we have got these electricity issues, and uh, it's a fact that everybody cannot afford generators all the time. You cannot have a UPS all the time working. So for us, it is very difficult to manage, on time and then following all the curriculum. It is difficult, but but alhamdulillah, the teachers have been working hard. They've been going online searching things over YouTube and Google and whatnot. They've been doing, they've made their own channels now to support children.
Yeah, I know. Mashallah, I've seen amazing
So
teachers making channels.
exactly, they've worked hard. They've really worked hard, and it has been difficult. It's not easy. It's not easy to work in these circumstances.
Miss, are you guys following the same models that everybody is doing in Group A, Group B, and then the students are coming with all the SOPs because
Yes.
it's so hectic.
It
It's so
is,
hectic.
and the thing is that see, in on the other hand, if you see from government's point of view, they are right that we have to follow these. It's for the
Oh,
safety of our
definitely.
children, for our people who are around us. So why not follow these rules when it's a beneficial thing for all of us? So
True.
children are wearing their masks and they are using sanitizers. They're washing their hands. They're drinking water so that they remain hydrated. We have kept the windows open and the fans are open so that there's a lot of cross ventilation and they don't feel suffocated. Though at times you also have to allow them to take off the mask for like 5 to 10 minutes, because if they're having breathing issues, so we
Definitely.
have
They're so young.
exactly, we have to look at everything, that they don't share anything with their siblings, or if they have any classmate who wants to share something. So it is a difficult task, but we are managing. Allah ka shukar hai, we're doing that. And
True
it's a lot
that.
difficult for children to wear the mask from the 8 to 1. So we've cut down the timings, and obviously they're coming different slots. So we're following all the SOPs.
Definitely, miss. It's always hard for everyone, I would say.
Yeah.
Turning in with the new normal is going to take some time. Just like we adapted online learning, it's going to take some months. Then we're going to finally realize. Although I really appreciate this method of half students coming and half won't, half actually come in the next day. It actually
Mm.
develops a better understanding, and the teachers more, what should I say, focused towards that certain group of students.
Yeah.
So. Talking about teachers and talking about how teachers have, you know, what should I say, seen this whole paragram and this change. How much has it been hard from the leadership, like from for
Well,
you?
leadership is difficult because you're answerable to everyone. You're answerable to teachers, you're answerable to parents, you're answerable to students. So it has been difficult to manage all the timetables that we had to change. But it's a change all over on every single thing. So I wouldn't say it was something easy to do it, but we have managed it.
Mm.
We've managed
So
it.
I have a very special guest, a person who has commented, Munir Alam. He's a very, very special, what should I say, teacher. And he's actually the teacher who in Kashmir has set up a mark in making the students sit together, and what should I say, they all sit together and they have some separated sites, and they in a very big what should I say, garden, or it was an outside park or something. So Sir Alam actually wishes us happy Teachers Day. I would wish you, sir, happy Teachers Day, because you're such an inspiration. Thank you so much for following, and thank you so much for commenting. Means so much from, especially from teachers, ma'am. I am so sorry that I'm taking this time, but then again, this is a huge honor for me, that these type of comments from teachers who are such an inspiration. They're like big names in teaching, and they come and they support us with this small initiative that we try doing. Thank you so much,
Definitely.
sir. Thank you so much, sir. I really, really appreciated your comment. Um, just moving forward with the idea that definitely you all have changed, you all have gone with the change, developed different things. How much do you believe that now, after COVID and after now the COVID, post COVID and pre COVID, everything has happened. Now the only thing we are telling, wear your mask, wear your mask. First you were like, pay attention, now we're like, wear your mask, as Miss
Um,
Narjis says. So you tell me, how much do you believe that this curriculum is going to be successful over the past, over the coming years?
uh, that's a very difficult question. We
Yes.
have cut down so much. Well, the government has told us that you can cut down and you can, but the thing is that it's not possible that you cut down the syllabus because there's so many things which are connected towards the other step, which is the other class. You cannot cut down maths, you cannot cut down science, you cannot cut down history, you cannot cut down so many general grammar things in English. How do you expect us to cover all this in like a gap of 6 months? It's been like 6 months, right, from Feb till September. And now we've started online normal classes, though we were taking online classes, but it's not the same thing, because the presence and the bond of the teacher and the student is with that physical thing, being present in school.
That is so true. That is so true.
So like this, I don't think it's going to work out.
I totally agree that it's like a
It can
50-50 thing.
it can work out in countries abroad. It can, because they have the proper Wi-Fi connections, and even during storms and heavy rains, their system is working smoothly. Here, the
Mm.
problem which we have is a fact that we have got so many issues that due to some reason or the other, we have to stop our classes sometimes, and these issues which we face. So like this, it's not going to be easy. It's not, we cannot cut down the course as much as we've been told to. Not
True
feasible.
that. I would definitely say कि स्पेशली जो डेवलपमेंट का पूरा हम लोग एक चार्ट बनाते हैं बच्चों का, वो जो हम लोग एक पूरा करिकुलम में शिफ्ट देखते हैं कि चलो हमने यहाँ पे असेस करा, हमने यहाँ पे असेस करा, वो पूरा इट्स कम्प्लीटली चेंज्ड. वी डोंट
Yes,
नो. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल एक टीचर के मालूम होता है ना, अच्छा मैं यहाँ यहाँ असेस कर सकती हूँ, आई कैन थ्रो आउट दिस. अब वो इतनी लिमिटेड एक्टिविटीज हो गई हैं कि यू नीड टू मेक श्योर दैट यू नीड टू हैव एन एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ टीचिंग
I know.
so that
Just
you can
like
understand the
I
students.
was telling the teachers the other day, those children who are not coming for the assessments, we definitely cannot force them, right? Because their life is the most important thing. So what are we going
Mm.
to do now? Either we take assessment online, but there's no point in taking assessment online because you don't know what the child is doing at the other end, right? You can't watch them. Parents sometimes are working parents who are not there to see whether the child is copying or doing what. So the best thing is either to take it orally. You can take the assessment orally, or you can assess by knowing how regular the child is, how responsive the child is, how the homework and the classwork is coming. So these are the difficulties which we are facing, but we can't do anything about it.
So true. I would definitely say that, there's a whole different shift. And yes, people will take time to understand this.
Yes.
And but I'm so happy that some of the parents, I would really, what should I say, commend those parents who are sending their children. They are
Oh,
trusting
yes.
the schools. They're giving us so much energy, because seeing our children back, it's like, it is so weird. Although we are so young, but at the same time, I feel like they are all my children. And
Exactly.
when I see them, I'm like, okay, yes, now I can talk to someone. I can look at someone. They have a problem. I can go to them. I can, cheer them up. I can write a note that, you're doing your best. It's going to work out. Take some time. These
Yes.
small gestures, they are like life to teachers. They're like, the energy boost for teachers to
Yes.
develop themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, taking this point forward and taking your whole idea, and definitely I would. That's why I'm, taking everybody's comment that how much do they believe that the curriculums that what they have said are, going to go forward or not. And I totally agree to your point as well that it is not easy. It's something that is not so easily implemented on Pakistan. Going forward and talking about education in Pakistan, we have seen that in Pakistan education develops, and but there's a very big sector that does not take it seriously. People don't take education seriously. People don't take professional teachers seriously. Teachers are not even considered as professionals. So, how much do you think that this is a very big, stop for people to come in this profession, because they know that nobody is going to take them seriously?
Actually, I don't blame the people who are not educated in this or who do not believe in teaching. Right now, if you see that lots of children who are coming to our school, even they don't respect you the way we respected our teachers. Why is that? That is because what I personally feel is that we have stopped giving them the values and the importance of a teacher. A teacher is like your mother, right? Who's in the school, who's guiding you from the early morning time, which is your prime time when you're fresh and you're able to grasp whatever you can inside you, right? And from that time till when you are tired and you're going home is the time with the teacher. And there I see educated people who do not teach their children that they need to respect teachers. It's sad. How can I blame those who don't know anything about education? So we need to check on ourselves, then we need to go on to them. And then there's another thing is that the media has totally destroyed our nation. That's what I believe in. And unfortunately, all the classes, whether it's middle class, it's lower class, it's elite class, they all are watching this and they all are learning things from there. And we need to change our lifestyle first and then work on these things. And if every individual realizes of being a good human being, apart from respect to your teacher or student or parents, when you think of being a good human being and you inculcate that in students, I'm sure there would be a day that we are gradually going to increase from tens to hundreds and to thousands and so on. That people need humanity now, and it is very, very important.
That is so true. Definitely, that's something that I always talk about. That people are losing their basic ethics when it comes to, treating teachers. Because I remember my teachers. I'm from a convent school, and I remember that my teachers were everything. It was like only
Exactly.
one single tone of theirs was enough to make me understand. That, okay, I need to control,
we
and I
knew
am
their
not
looks
going.
we knew their looks, that now the teacher is not happy and we need to relax in the classroom and we need to behave ourselves. And now you keep on telling them, they don't listen to you, they run away, they bash into you, they don't apologize. Why? Because we are not teaching them these things. At early learning center, that's all what I tell my teachers, that the most important thing is to make them a good human being. We need good human beings in our society and honest people. So we need to work on that, their personality, their character, as well as their education. It's all linked up together. You cannot just exclude anything from there.
That's so true. Talking about character development, especially now, क्योंकि अब ये बात निकली है, तो I would talk about it. And don't you think that there's a very big thing that the families also play a very important role in character development? It's
Oh,
not
yes.
something that people can do.
Yes, yes, that's very true. See, that's what I'm saying, that people who are coming from different background to one place, right? I have got people coming from different background in my school. It's my
Every
job.
school, it's
Yeah,
in every
every
school.
school,
I'm so
every
sorry to
school.
cut you off. Har
Yeah,
jagah hai. It's a good thing. It's a good thing
it's
that
a
the
good
doors are
thing.
open for everyone. But then
Yes.
again, there are certain things that,
So then it's your job to tell that child what the values are, what the manners are, what actually character is. Your honesty, your being kind, being generous, loving, spreading respect to your teachers. That's all our job. And believe it or not, if you keep on repeating it every day, the child does learn, no matter what background the child comes from. The child
that's so
does
true.
learn, does learn. And I always tell my teachers, the first time when after the assembly children go into the classrooms and you have those 10 minutes, it's your time with your children. You need to talk to them, you need to ask them, you need to interact with them, because the comfort level you're going to give them, that's when they're going to produce their best, and that's what's going to build them, bring them out. So we really, really need to work on these things in school.
That's so true. Talking about the comfort level and talking about, character development, because this is such a very important topic. I always believe that this topic is something that I want to talk about the whole time. Because I do agree that yes, teachers are there. We are there to help you out. Always they're there. But then again, even now, right now, I'm in Greenwich University. I still believe that my teacher has that, respect. That if he or she would say something to me, I would be silent. I would listen to them. I have to, because whatever respect I'm giving to this world, I'm gonna get that back. I always
Exactly.
believe
What you give is what you get. You give respect, you get respect, right? So, until and unless it's our job, that's what I say. If we do our job with dedication and we take every child as our own child, then I'm sure every child is going to be the best one. Because obviously, you don't want your child to have the weaker points in them or any negative points in them. You want them to be the best, you want them to shine out, right? And if you treat every child like your own child, then you can give in and you can get the best as well.
that's so true. That's so true. And taking this point forward and summing it up, I would say that not only it has been a very important initiative from teachers. I have seen administrations. I've seen you people as well from the management that you always are inculcating and developing the character traits in students. That is something that is focused now a lot. Talking about assessments, I would just want to ask you, Miss, do you believe that taking assessments is the right thing now because of coming into school एकदम से और फिर assessment start हो जाना? I think it's a sort of unfair with our students. Don't you think?
No, I wouldn't say it's unfair because see, we have been working on online classes, right?
True.
And yes, it would be unfair if you're giving them a very hard assessment, something which is very difficult, and you're expecting them to do it because you have been teaching them. That would be wrong. But if you give them something which is general, which is building them a step ahead, and you feel that yes, my students can be and should be capable at this level after these months, these 2 months of teaching of a new academic session, then you should try. Why not? And that's when even teachers would know that their classes have been effective or not.
True.
So in that way, and those children who are not coming to school, who are not doing the assessments, I would suggest that's what we have done, that we have sent the papers on WhatsApp to the parents, that parents can assess their children and see where their child stands, and then they can work on their children in that way in a better manner. So it's I don't think it's not fair.
So everybody has their point, and
Fair
yes,
enough.
if it's not, yes, fair enough. Because again, agar if it's not that hard and if it's comprehensible and it's easier for the students to catch up to it, then definitely why not? Assessments
Yeah.
should be made a part of it. Thank you so much, Miss Aisha. This was a lovely, lovely session with you. I had so
Thank
much
you.
fun, and I would be calling you as well once more. We'll talk about how the things are now after some time, then
So,
we will have a catch up again and we'll see how ELC is going and everything. Thank you
inshallah,
so much for
inshallah.
your
Thank
time.
you.
I really, really
Thank you, dear.
appreciate it.
All right. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Hafiz. This was Miss Aisha Zeeshan with us. She's the principal of Early Learning Center. And our whole idea of bringing all different educators and different educationists from different sectors is to help everyone realize and see that how much education is changing and how many people are developing education in Pakistan. And education is a very, very important sector and it should be taken seriously. Um, I'm going to go off with a little speech for all my teachers because it is Teachers' Day, and I am nothing without my teachers. Whoever I am today, whatever I am talking about or studying in, it is because of my teachers. And I would say thank you to every teacher at Greenwich University, Ms. Tahira, Sir Rab Nawaz, Umar, and Ms. Nadia, Ms. Shazia. I'm so sorry I'm missing out. Sir Salman, Sir Umair. I'm just only talking about my teachers. There are so many different teachers, and I'm so sorry if I'm missing you out. I really, really apologize. Uh, but to all those teachers who have made us who we are, who have built us, who have given us such amazing, amazing, confidence that we are now facing the world, I really, really appreciate you. And without you, there is no such thing as an educated generation. You guys are the founders, the creators, the developers of who we are today. As there is no attribute or no such thing as words that could complete what you have done for us, what Greenwich University as an institute has been doing for the very long time. It was the first private university up till now. It has what should I say, had so many alumni, a huge, what should I say, bunch of people who are working successfully. It is all because of the great teachers. Thank you so much, Ma'am Seema. Thank you so much, all the teachers, all the people in the admin who have helped us out. We really, really appreciate your efforts and a happy Teachers' Day to all of you. Stay blessed. Please respect your elders. Make sure that you do send your teacher a small, a little appreciation message. Makes us her feel special. And happy Teachers Day, everyone. Pakistan Zindabad.